Hi, I'm Carrie Beck with Curriculum Connection and How to Teach Writing. I am very excited to review another one of IEW's fantastic products. You know, this year they came out with some products and resources for primary level. And I've already talked to you about the primary arts of language for reading. What I'd like to talk to you today about is the primary arts of language for writing. They go hand in hand, and I would highly recommend using both of them together. But this is the primary arts of language. This is the teacher's guide. This is the disc that comes with it. And if you get the whole bundle package, you'll get the All About Spelling package as well. But I reviewed that on another video. It has many components that I can tell you about. But let's take a look today at primary arts of language, just the writing section. This actually comes in 3 sections. What they're going to do is the first part is going to teach your children how to print their letters. And then the next part is going to be copy work, writing words and sentences. And then the last part is going to be composition and style. Now, obviously, you're not going to do all of this in 1 year in kindergarten, but you can easily start this in kindergarten and then use it for more than 1 year. Let's just take a look at what's here. It goes over the contents and what all's involved in it. I will say this disc has so much information. It has all your student worksheets that you can print out. It has several audio workshops, 2 of them that Andrew Pudowa did, the 4 language arts. And are you wondering what 4 language arts are? You probably thought it was just reading and writing. You have to listen to find out. Reading Comprehension from Seuss to Socrates is by Adam Andrews, who does Teaching the Classics. Dictation, Narration, and Public Speaking is by Andrew Pudowa. Then we have Preparing the K-12 Writing Environment, Units 1 and 2 in the primary classroom, and Unit 3 in the primary classroom. The other thing on here is the author, Jill Pike, has done instructional videos for the teacher or the mom to be able to watch so that they understand exactly how to use this program. So, I mean, you get everything in one complete, inexpensive package. So let's just take a look. Besides giving you all the background and how you need to be teaching it, let's just turn to Lesson 1. Part 1, remember, is printing your letters. So first we have class journal. And the reason is, as a class or even as a homeschool mom and 1 student, you ought to keep maybe a family journal, and you're going to model for your child or your student how to keep a journal. Modeling is a very important way of teaching. So we're going to be doing that each and every day. Then we have printing. It tells you how to do it. It also talks about getting Play-Doh and those other kinesthetic ideas. In this lesson, we're going to learn about the happy C, the sad letter O, and the angry A. All right, she's going to explain exactly how to teach printing and how to get your child to practice it. Then we have every time in this section a story. So we have the story here. It's called Story Summary section. And then we have questions. We want our children to start thinking that writing isn't just letters and spelling isn't just figuring out the order of those letters and writing sentences. There's a purpose to learn these letters and to learn sentences and paragraphs, and that is to be able to put together a story, to write a story. So we're going to begin at the very beginning, going through stories, and there's actually questions already written for you to be able to use, and then a spelling test at the end. Each lesson is the same with different stories and different lessons. Now let's move on to section 2, if I can find it. Here we go. Part 2. All right, this is the copy work section. So again, we have class journal or family journal, and they've got all about spelling. If you haven't started that, this would be the time to go through it. And like I said, that is another video review. Then we have some sort of style. So this first style lesson is punctuation, periods, question marks, and exclamation points. A lot of you may call that grammar, but they're going to start at a very simple stage showing you that writing is not just letters, but it's also learning like punctuation marks, what kind of style techniques we have. Next we have copy work, and there are some sentences here. Look at Sam. Sam likes to jump, and an explanation of exactly how to teach this. You don't have to do a lot of prep work. You just pull this thing out, and it's all written right here for you. And then once again we have the story summary section. And then we move again to the next lesson. And again they do some review on end marks and copy work on sentences, and then our story summary. It goes through, just so you know, like one of these style techniques is an ly word. They begin to learn what an adverb is, and they use ly words in their copy work, in their sentences. So it all integrates together. And then the final section is part 3, which is composition with style. Let's start with lesson 1. Again, we're going to go back to all about spelling. We've been modeling a journal, so now they're going to start making a composition. They're going to start being able to write in their own journal. So this is story writing. Unit 1, day 1 is read the story, create a story sequence outline. So you're going to do that together. Day 2, write 1 paragraph. Day 3, write 1 paragraph. Day 4, write 1 paragraph. Now, obviously, they explain to you exactly how to teach that. Very easy. We move on over to, let's say, let me find one here. Lesson 7, composition, Unit 1 and outlines and summaries. You're going to do all about spelling. Read and discuss a paragraph. Create a keyword outline. Day 2, test the outline. Brainstorm, dress-ups, write. Day 3, read and discuss a paragraph. Create a keyword outline. And day 4, test the outline. Brainstorm, dress-ups, and write. It tells you exactly how to teach this. So it's not just writing stories. There's all types of writing that are included in here. Now let's move to the appendix, just so you know what is at the very end. There's a whole scope and sequence of what you will teach each lesson. And there is actually some recipes to make your own Play-Doh and finger paint, because that is used in handwriting and printing. And then we have printing and story summaries. So there's lots of charts that you can print out here. There's copy work, stories and spelling here, sections, who, which, clauses, nouns, ly words, and then at the end some more composition and spelling printouts that you can use. And I'll just show you some of them. You know, you've got a few charts here that help you with the letters. Here we're learning about nouns. Here we have an ly list. So there's a variety of pages here that you can actually print off. At the very end are your handouts that go along with the audio that's on your disc. And then at the end, writing in the content areas. They actually give you some suggestions of what you can do in social studies and in research writing, different ways that you can integrate this into different subjects. And then some helps for all about spelling and exactly how to do that. Excellent program. Jill Pike and Andrew Pudawa have hit the nail on the head when it comes to this writing/handwriting penmanship program. Can start in ages K through, I'd say, at least 2nd grade. There's no reason to push your kids, but this is a great program. Save you lots of money because you can buy one program and use it for all your children, or you can use it for several years. It's not like you're having to buy a program every single year. I highly recommend Primary Arts of Language Writing. Just go to the website that's here on this video and you can read more about it and get your own copy. Thanks so much. I'm Carrie Beck, Curriculum Connection and How to Teach Writing.